Good afternoon, everyone. I present to your attention the work of the Export to IFC plugin. This plugin will allow you to upload into IFC format with all the settings, batch multiple files. The first thing we'll need to do is to customize the plugin. First, we need to build our files, which we want to upload into IFC format, into the student list in Excel or in CSV format. Let's say that I want to upload all these models into IFC format. In these models, I made the view in advance, which I have called Davis Works. I prepared it, hid the extra elements in there, and it's all the elements from this view that I want to upload into IFC format. Accordingly, I made a file called Export to IFC. Let's take a look at it. In this file, I have some presets for my plugin. In the first column, starting with the first row, I have the file names. I mean, all those Revit files that I want to upload to IFC. In the second column, I have the paths to the Revit files. Here we may have as a file path on the local storage as well as the path on Revit server. In the third column, I have the path to the folder where I want to put the finished IFC models. In the fourth column, I have a link to the file mapping, if I were to apply it. In my case, there is a certain file of mapping. What is a mapping file? It's a file where we do the mapping of the parameters. So we are moving the value of a certain parameter from Revit to a certain IFC parameter. If you want this file mapping to apply to a particular model, you need here in the fourth column to make an absolute path to this file. In the fifth column, we make a new name of the file if you need to. If, however, you do not fill in the fifth column, then the new IFC files will be named exactly like this. Name is the Revit file. So we've set up the entire Excel file. Save it, close it, and in Revit, we run the Export to IFC plugin. In the window that opens, we need to make some adjustments. The first one is respectively select the Excel file. Selected the file that we set up. Next, we need to select all subsequent settings. The IFC version, this will be the fourth. Coordinates. Shall we include steel elements, whether we are going to cut the columns? Walls or ductwork on level, whether we are going to export parts, whether we are going to use mixed solid model representation, whether to use the family name and type for the reference, use the elevation of the site, whether we're going to close in any working sets when we open our models. This is necessary in order to the model to be opened faster in Revit. For example, if you have links located in separate working sets, in the name of which there is the word link in it. Next is a very important setting, whether we are going to export our entire model or whether only elements visible on a particular view. I'm going to select that setting. I'm going to indicate here the name of the view that the plugin will use for export. Whether to export 2D elements, whether we will export the links as separate IFCs, whether we will export the rooms, zones, and spaces, and then a set of parameter export settings. Whether export IFC parameter sets, whether to export core sets of the IFC parameters. Whether we're going to export the main volumes, export the specifications as a set of parameters, and if so, do we export only the specifications in the names of which we have IFC, OM, EN, or SED. And the last setting, just like that, has to be done with our mapping. That is, if we are going to map our parameters that we specified in Excel, we need here to check mark. In the box on the right, we need to select the models that we are going to export. That is the plugin red, a specific list of models from our Excel, and we can select them here. Let's select all of them and click export. The plugin has completed its work, and let's see what it did. In the IFC folder that I specified in our Excel, we see that we now have some amount of IFC files that made directly from the files of the Revit format. So with the help of the export to IFC plugin, we can batch upload to the format IFC our Revit files. That's it. Thank you everybody. Subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and in the description of the video you can find the download link with a free 2-week trial version. Bye everybody.